Good morning, everybody. Steve Georgie here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It is January 18th, 2011. I'm bringing you your morning coffee here. A lot of talk this morning. First, we're going to get started here in the grains. Corn trading a little bit higher here overnight. You've got calls right now anywhere 5 to 7 higher for corn. A couple things surrounding the corn market. First off, it does seem like corn's going to try to beef up their reserves. So you might find a lot of chatter around the markets today. But something to understand, looks like China's going to buy that domestically. So from their farmers, they're going to purchase from. So, but I think you're going to hear a lot of it around the markets that may get things excited still today. Trends are up. You've got guys still excited over shortage in food. Could continue to keep things up a little bit more. Also, when you look at Argentina, you look at their rain situation they've had. They did get some rain over the weekend. They've got some decent rains, and so did Brazil, which we'll get into that with the beans a little bit later. But you look at that, they are getting some rains. There are some more rains in the forecast here for this week as well. But corn right now called maybe 5 to 7 higher. We got the beans 1 to 3 lower. They were lower overnight, as I mentioned. You got Brazil that had gotten some good rain across their growing regions. You've got more rain coming up here this week. You also, you have got Argentina, though. They stopped their exports for beans this week, just for 1 week in protest. So we've got that going on this week. Not only that, you've got Chinese president going to be here in Chicago this week. May find some support later on. You've got guys expecting to see some kind of talk of a sizable purchase here from China while he is here. So we've got that coming up down the pipeline this week as well. The wheat market. Wheat's up right now. You've got the calls anywhere from 10 to 14 higher in wheat. You've got a lot of talk out there of Argentina. Algeria purchased 650,000 tons of French and Argentine wheat over the weekend. So that is significant here because it is double what they typically purchase. None of it was from us, but what you have now is you've got a panic. The only reason they doubled that up here was more so because they're panicking on buying, and just in case we see food riots and you name it. So we do have some other purchases of wheat out there as well. You've got guys right now talking about shortage in wheat, and that's why we've seen some strength here overnight. We have temperatures across the plains for the next 7 to 10 days look to be a little bit warmer. So we'll see how what the market wants to do with that as well. But we are looking for the wheat market to strengthen up as we work throughout the week, as this panic plays out here. And you may find that keep some strength in corn and beans. If we do find a big purchase in beans this week, we may find some support there. The trends are still up. We've made some new highs here in corn overnight. We could continue to see that strengthen as well. You've got the dollar right now down 45 cents. That'll be supportive. You're sitting just above $79 a barrel. You've got crude oil right now still using that $92 as some resistance. It currently sits at $91.20. That's down about 35 cents on the session. So that is a little bit weaker this morning as well. As far as the metals, finding a little bit of support after finding a huge pullback last week. You've got gold up 14 right now. You've got silver that's up 60 cents. So finding a little bit of support there and trying to bounce today. As far as the soft market's rather quiet. You've got sugar right now unchanged after finding quite a bit of volatility. We did go down and hit some support there, so we may find some strength here throughout the session. Cotton up 360 points. So that is right along. I think it's mostly due to the dollar being down. You still have exports very good for cotton. We may see that try to strengthen up a little bit as well, but it is showing some signs of weakness up near those highs that we had. So we'll see if we can get back to those levels here again this week. Orange juice finding a little bit of a bounce here. We've got some cold weather looking to come in here over the next few days and moving in over the weekend. So you still have some concern of some kind of damage through the weekend. And that could keep some support under this market as well. It is working a little bit higher right now. Looking at the cattle, we're looking for that to be anywhere from 50 to 80 higher, following suit here with a lot of these markets. Cash cattle traded solidly at 108. That is up from 106 here last week. Cutouts, you had Choice, that was up $1.82. You had Select, that was up 94 cents. So looking pretty good there as well. As far as hogs, we're talking maybe 30 to 50 higher. So looking for a little bit of positive attitude here this morning out of the hogs. We did find cutouts that were down about 21 cents. So so we may find some support just along with everything else here today. Couple things I want to mention. This is conference week for us here at Allendale. We've got our conference coming up this weekend. I strongly encourage you guys to get your seats reserved if you haven't done it already. I promise you guys a good time out there. We've got some great speakers coming up. One thing that's a hot topic for this coming year is what's the weather look like. Drew Lerner will be there with his ideas and his thoughts. He's done very well here over the last few years, and we'll see what he's got to say this year. We've got a lot of other speakers there. Rich Nelson, Paul Georgie, Bill Biederman. Our research staff is there. So give us a call over here. Get that reserve that's coming up. That is this weekend, Friday and Saturday. You can reach us here, 800-262-7538, or right there on the web. You can sign up there as well, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today, and we'll talk to you later on. Take care.